not be my disciple. Luke 14:27.
Hi kids, I'm happy to be here. It's been years since I wanted to tell my story. I'll start with my origin. I was made out of cheap and hard wood. I don't know exactly if it was from an olive or oak tree, but I was cut into two rough and strong beams, which were joined together to make a cross. People were crucified on high places, for all to see, for committing serious crimes. And those who committed lesser crimes were crucified at ground level. But you know something interesting? The person that crucified on me had no fault. None whatsoever. What an injustice. I was very heavy, weighing about 300 pounds. I remember when they forced Jesus to carry me as he walked to the place where he would be crucified. The distance was about 656 to 711 yards. He was weak, and as he walked, he carried and balanced me on his back. I have to admit, that was a horrible burden to him. And since I'm hard and rough, I injured his shoulders, and although objects don't have feelings, I imagine his pain. I felt dirty, ugly, sad, and unworthy of him. The most difficult moment was when he carried at the place where he would be crucified. There, they nailed his hands and feet to my beams. The blood that shed stained me, but now I know it was an honor. Then they nailed a small tablet, called a tibulus, over his head. The crime for which the criminal was being crucified and convicted of was written on the tibulus. But Jesus wasn't a criminal because he had not committed any crime. So in the form of a mockery, they wrote, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." Then they lifted me up so everyone could see him and mock him. During the time Jesus was crucified, he suffered terribly, for in addition to the wounds made by the nails, his skin was lacerated by the lashes he had received and was punctured by the crown of thorns they had placed on his head when he died. Some friends of Jesus removed his body from my beams and placed him on a tomb, and I was discarded in an unknown place. After 3 days, something wonderful happened. I heard that Jesus Christ had risen. He was alive. Then I realized that the man who had suffered upon my crossbeams was Jesus, the Messiah, the Savior, who had died in place of humanity in order to forgive their sins. I was happy. Jesus had chosen me, an ugly and insignificant object, as part of that beautiful plan to save mankind. Centuries and centuries have passed, and I continue to be part of that story and plan of salvation of the world. Christ told his followers that he uses even make objects of horrible provenance useful and beautiful. Children, I want you to remember something very important. When you see me, don't worship me, because I'm not magical. I don't have powers, nor can I protect you. Only thank Jesus for everything he suffered in order to give you salvation.